what I tend to recommend to people is that NLP was started by Richard and John. I'm a Richard trainer, and therefore I always say if you can go with the guys that started off. So I'm going to get you to talk about their training and your training. Obviously, there are a lot of Richard certified trainers around the world, which is another option. The third option, just to make people aware of, there's something called NLP Eternal, which is your and Richard's, a lot of your and Richard's back catalogue and material of seminars, which is I found it a very good way of topping my own learning up, because it gives me a way. And I'll talk a little bit about what I do, but would you like to go first? What are some of the things that you're doing where people can learn more about this?
All kinds of things. We're always training someplace.
Yeah.
And the base technology is always the same. The rudiments wherever we go, because we're going to get different people that come in, and there are different levels of experience, if you would, or NLP experience, or whatever the case might be, or they know nothing. I say that you got to learn some things and practice. And I mean, really put stuff into practice, even if it's just one little thing at a time. We got loads of summer. We're going to be in Italy in at the end of May, I think it is. And we're back in July. We're in Orlando, Florida, blah, blah, blah. Just go to, well, you'll give them the information later. They can do that. But let me tell you a little bit about the thing about NLP Eternal, that I like that we put it up there. Yeah. It's all streaming, first of all. So you can have your phone, you're on lunch break, you want to listen to something, you go do that on your phone if you want, your computer, whatever. I used to carry in my car tape sets of our own seminars, even when some things Richard may have done, and I would keep them in my car and I'd plug them in. I'm going back to cassettes now. I pop cassettes in, and I don't even know how many times where I've listened to these sets. And at certain times in certain cassettes, whatever, I'd be sitting there driving and listening. I go, wait a minute, when did he put that on there? Because no matter how much I've listened to them, I could have thought I memorized them. All of a sudden, I find out there's something I didn't get to begin with. It was the same thing with one of our seminars, one of our trainers, and I laugh because it's one of our trainers. He's one of our best trainers. I don't want to mention his name. And big business, does business. And he was in a seminar with me. He'd probably been there 8 times. I don't know, same seminar, persuasion, it's a sales thing. And he gets up, and I'm talking about something. He gets up and he walks out of the room. And I thought, oh, he must have a phone call to make, or maybe his phone's I don't know, And later on, I said to him, we had a coffee break, and I said, everything okay? He said, yeah. I said, well, did I say something wrong? Did I offend you or something? I saw you get up and walked out of the room. You didn't just walk out, by the way. You kind of went out really fast, so I hope everything's okay. And he said, oh, yeah. I don't know how many times I've been here. I said, I don't know either. He said, why? What happened? He said, there's one thing you said, and I've got to believe you said it before, but the first time I got it, he said, I went over, I got to the phone, I pulled my phone out, I called the client. I've been working her for 3 years. 3 years. So I'm staying in touch with her, blah, 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 blah. I'm just not able to close her. Boom. I just bagged a 400,000 pound contract.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, where's my commission? He goes, no. I already paid for the seminar. Come on, you got to be kidding me. So, and still to this day, I'll sit in the back of the seminar room a lot of times when Richard's teaching, because I'm going to pick up some new things. If I'm paying attention, I'm going to pick up some new things. I did sales trainings for companies. I would pick up new things from the salespeople, the things that no other salesperson would ever teach people to do. Like acknowledge the time that you're spending with them.
Yeah.
Most people don't even do things like that. So NLP Eternal is a wealth of information out there. And my son runs that for me. And he puts something new up there every month, is on there. It just keeps growing and growing and growing. And it's not even a lot of money kind of thing. But you got a code. You have a link for that.
I put it. I'll send everybody a link. To remind everybody, I do one-to-one NLP training around the world, which for the right people is really good. The wrong people, it doesn't work. But for the right people, it's really good.